So don't be surprised if the people that bring you the most joy, don't be surprised if they're offering to take you out this week or you're going to spend time with them this week.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Gemini, this is your weekly astrology for the week of 18th through the 22nd of August. This week, you balance curiosity with grounded planning. The sun moves into Virgo on the 22nd, and that will shift your attention towards home, family, and emotional foundations. You'll feel a stronger pull toward organizing your personal life, even when Mars fuels your ambition and public presence. At the beginning of the week, communication is highlighted. Make your voice heard. People are more receptive to your perspective. The 20th and 21st, a leadership opportunity for a chance to showcase your skills could come up. Again, folks, make sure that we're putting ourselves out there. Make sure that we're reorganizing our personal life and getting things in place that way. But make sure we're putting ourselves out there. If you wanted to run for office, this may be a good time to do that. If you wanted to petition your employer for a promotion, this could be a good time for that as well. Or again, if you just want to make sure people understand what you're doing and give you some appreciation, let's get out there and do that. So again, that's what that showcase we talked about. After the sun enters Virgo on the 22nd, you'll be more motivated to streamline at work or fixing inefficiencies, which is interesting because again, sometimes it frustrates us if we're looking at something that we do and we're like, this doesn't make sense. It seems so cumbersome. This may be a great opportunity to say, okay, let's see how we can streamline this. How can we fix this and make it more efficient? If you're single, your charm is in your wheelhouse, and curiosity early in the week may turn to unexpected flirtations. Oh my goodness, someone's going to get a little time with somebody else. For couples, it's a great time to be honest about the future plans, especially relating to living arrangements or shared responsibilities. Meaningful connections on the 19th and 20th with partners and close friends. So again, this is a good time to spend time with your significant other and make sure you're creating that stronger bond and make sure that you're all okay together, right? And what you're going to do moving forward. If you're not living together, maybe you need to be. If you're not married, maybe this is a time. This is the time to pop a question, really is. And if you're not in a relationship yet, then get out there and be around people so that you can do that. Midweek opportunities earned through communication, teaching, or writing or on a chart. We still have the kite towards the end of Saturn, Mars, so we are still dealing with actions versus limitations at work on finding that sweet spot and eliminating those tensions. The same goes for the opposition. We still have between Mercury and Pluto, communication versus dramatic change. Very clearly, something has to change with communication. And again, this is when you get out. You get out and about and spend time with people. Guess what? That helps that flow of communication. It helps you to practice your ability to communicate and also read people's reactions, because that's super important with communication. People think it's all this. No, watching people react and see how they behave, yeah, that's part of the communication too. There's also a hard square between Saturn and the moon. So you've got your feelings and limitations to deal with. There's also, in other words, don't get butthurt when somebody tells you something and you're like, you can't do it. If you can't do it, don't do it and be okay. And if they even call you out because you can't, that's right. It's not my wheelhouse. That's kind of thing. There's also a square between Moon and Mars, which is feeling versus actions. It's worth noting that the kite that we had here for so long begins to dissolve by midweek. And by the end of the week, we have an opposition between Venus and Pluto. That's love, money, and romance with dramatic change. So again, make sure you're paying attention to your relationship and giving it some attention, because by week's end, if you don't, you may have a problem, and you were warned. So I don't want to hear anybody complaining like, oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I told you. It will encourage you to create a healthier and more structured daily routine and week moving into the stretching. And stretching can help relieve the tensions. Spend some time in a calm, organized environment, and that will lift your mood and your mental clarity. In other words, maybe try yoga, maybe try meditation, maybe try something that gives you peace and zen, or just maybe watch a stupid show that it's all brain candy so you don't have to think so much and gives your mind a rest. These kind of things work wonderfully. It's amazing how brain candy, meditation, yoga, all those things can really work to give your mind a little bit of a break, because we need sometimes for our mind to stop working on the crazy things, the things that we have to focus on, and instead lets it just relax and just be free. And believe me, there is a lot of brain dead candy online and on the TV. So you'll have your share. With that said, let's take a look at the tarot and see how that lines, or does it align with this astrology reading. Gemini, this is your tarot reading for the week of August 18th through the 24th. Let's see what Spirit and Universe has to say, and does it align with astrology for the week. First card out is that Knight of Cups. Love that Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups will bring a whole lot of happiness to you, a whole lot of change and happiness. And this goes to the root of what we talked about, how those kites that were in astrology are now dissolving. And in so doing, all that stress and that from the interplanetary fighting is going away. This is you actually looking at moving forward into a happier time and a happier space. Now, we don't know whether it's home or work or all that. We'll get that in a minute. Let's take a look and see. We have a Page of Cups. News is coming in, information is coming in, which is going to make you happy. This is let's see another card. There's Seven of Coins. This is about money. And this is about don't be surprised if this week you find out that you're maybe getting a raise, maybe you're getting a promotion, maybe you're getting a bonus for some work that you have done. If you've been working on a project, on a team project, that project is coming to a close, and that project is finding its resolution, which is important. Don't be surprised if that is the case and you've been working on a project, that project comes to a close, which again leads you to money and opportunity. This could also very clearly mean a promotion. So if you've been looking for promotion at work, don't be surprised if one finds you this week, because that's the way this lines up. When you have that Knight of Cups, it's again, you're feeling contented, you're feeling happy, and then you get the Page of Cups, which is saying new stuff coming in, and then you wind up with that Seven of Coins. So the money is coming in, you've been working on it. So because that seven, remember, the seven is that tree. So that tree is saying, hey, you've been working on this, you've been cultivating this, so finally it's coming through. But it will not necessarily be by week's end, but you may get notice of it coming. So be prepared and go ahead and open it and accept it. You have a Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands, again, is that bringing that closure we talked about at work. So again, you're closing up something at work. You're closing up a project. You're closing up an opportunity, or maybe even you're closing up your preparation to put in for a raise or a promotion. And maybe this is also you applying for an opportunity, and maybe that's going to cause you to move on. Be careful about the getting in your feelings, because, and we talked about that in the reading. Okay, you can get sometimes too much in your feelings. Let's not get there. And then you have this wonderful Six of Swords. So just follow through the week. Make sure you're getting out. Make sure you're being social. Make sure you're spending time with folks. Make sure that you are working and collaborating properly to get things closed at work. And on the bottom of the deck is the Palace of Cups. So know that your energy around you, your environmental energy, is one of much support and much happiness. So don't be surprised if the people whom you are most that bring you the most joy, don't be surprised if they're offering to take you out this week, or you're going to spend time with them this week. And when you do, make sure that you spend quality time. Make sure that you talk with them about things other than work. Make sure that you're enjoying life and showing them you're enjoying life. And take your significant other out. Make sure that they're part of the conversation. Make sure that you're enjoying each other as well. And if you are single, then get out there and mingle, especially with work folks. But don't be surprised while you're mingling with work folks that somebody catches your eye and a relationship may develop there as well. This is a week of positivity on all fronts. So get out there and make it happen. Sitting at home or sitting in the work environment solely is not enough. You got to get out. So make sure that you step out, enjoy a little free time, enjoy some time with people from work, people from your home, people from your past, all those things, and make sure that your family's involved in that same conversation. Looking forward to what this is going to develop into. Please give us some messages. Share with us how this worked with you. Does it resonate? And if it did, how did it turn out? I think it's going to be great. With that said, love, light, and blessings from me and my family here at Sonora, Miss Tarot, Miss Bonnie, and hers, and also our Cards and Constellations site hit that share button. Help us grow our channel. We would appreciate it. Remember, when you have a sign such as a Taurus or Scorpio or Gemini or any of the other signs, that is your primary sign, but that's not the only sign you have. So remember, you have sun, moon, rising, and all those other things, and everybody else does too. So even if you don't know somebody else's sign, or you think it's one, that doesn't mean it's all their signs. So by sharing this to everybody, you wind up giving them an opportunity to learn something new. And that's super important, especially this week, because it's great information. So again, hit that share button and hit the subscribe. I would appreciate it. Subscribe on Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Pop over to Your Love Goddess. Do the same thing. And also to Cards and Constellations. Until next week, love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie, her family, me, and my family, to you and to yours. Bye-bye.